Hello everyone and welcome to the new episode of Entrepreneurship Lab. This is your host Nevina Bajalets, welcoming you to another episode where we share valuable information for you as an entrepreneur, business owner, and someone who wants to take your personal and professional life to the next level. And today's episode might be a little bit unique, and today I want to share something that truly transformed my life, something I use in everyday practice, in every aspect of my life, and in every aspect of business and any kind of business and work that I'm doing. And it's a very interesting topic, something I read in a book, and I think it's going to definitely add a lot of value for you. In the meantime, if you haven't, make sure to subscribe to the podcast, download this episode, share it with others so they can benefit as well, and leave us some comments, some likes and hearts, and support us on the journey, and just spread about the podcast, share, because we're here to add value. So today's topic, as you might seen, is competitive versus creative mind or mindset. And this is something I read in a book called Science of Getting Rich. And there is a whole chapter on it. If you haven't read, please read the book. It's one of my favorite books ever written. And I read it several times, and I still every few months go back and read the same book over and over again. And every time I read something over and over again, guess what? I discover something in me that wasn't there before. I get some valuable information and I perceive things a little bit different. So mindset, if you ever listen to any of my episodes, if you ever came to my events, or you know anything about my work, you know that I use my unique MSA method, which stands for Mindset, Systems, and Action. And you need these three components for anything in life, for anything in your business. You need the right mindset, you need systems in place, and then you need to take the right action based on those systems. So today's episode is really about the mindset part and something that's necessary before you really create anything. Somebody said that entrepreneur is someone who sees something that doesn't exist yet, which means you're seeing something, you're seeing a business, you're seeing a company that doesn't exist yet. You don't know how you're going to build it. And guess what? You will not know until you build it. Like Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. You cannot connect them looking into the future. So what you have to do is you have to show up every day, be a little bit better, develop better mindset, take action, change certain actions. And then when you do that, you're going to build a successful business, follow those people who are successful already, learn from them, and then you will be able to share it with others. So in this specific topic and in this chapter of this book, competitive versus a creative mind. In business, you're gonna always say, oh, check what your competitors are doing, see how much are they pricing, what's happening in the market. And yes, in the real world, kind of on an everyday basis, we're always looking, who are our competitors, what are they doing? However, if we switch our mindset, instead of thinking, oh, I'm competing in the market, you think, what am I creating in this market, right? Your only focus has to be, what do you want to create? What kind of customers and clients do you want to have? What kind of service you want to provide? How do you want your customers and clients to react to that service? Like all of those things is what I want you to really start thinking about, and you start creating that picture in your mind. When you have a creative mindset, you're focused on service, you're focused on providing more, you're focused on being different in the market, and you're focused on value creation, which is the first step in every business. What value are we bringing to the market? How are we different? So instead of always thinking, oh, I'm competing, what should I do, what I shouldn't do, all of those things, what are other people doing, they're better than me, you're losing a lot of energy, okay? You're losing a lot of energy when you compare yourself to others. Let's say you're starting a beverage company. Your competitor is not Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola is a well-known brand all around the world, right? $1 billion company, share public company, and you cannot take piece of their market. But there is a market there out for you. So you can say, what is something that we can create? Because guess what? Those people who started brands like that, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Nike, Adidas, all of those brands, they started with an idea. They started by creating how can we add value, how we can create and do something more and something different. So I really, really apply this in every aspect of my life. And that's why when you apply this type of mindset, you never see others as competitors. You never feel envy. You never feel negative emotions when other people are winning. You're joyful when they're winning. And what happens, you start establishing partnership. You support each other, you're growing each other, you're uplifting each other, and you're closing deals together. When I work with my clients, consulting and coaching, the more successful they are, the more benefits me. First of all, they are a testimonial of my success. Second of all, they grow, we partner up, or they send me clients, or right, they talk about their success, they're well known, and they will connect you with the people because they are also building new connections. So I always see that well, and it brings me joy. Working in a real estate market, it's extremely competitive market, and I always laugh because agents and people who are selling properties, they don't want to work together. And for me, that was so interesting when I started, because I saw it as creation. I saw myself as being the agent that everyone wants to work with, right? And guess what? I closed the most deals, sharing with a lot of other colleagues of mine in the company I'm working with. So because when I win, they win. When we work in partnership, we can close deals faster, right? In that industry. So for me, instead of having greed and selfishly thinking, oh, I want the whole pie for myself, by the time I'm greedy, somebody else will close my deal. So I see it, how can I create? Hey, I have this piece of the puzzle, you have that piece of the puzzle, let's work together. So having that sense of collaboration and creation and how you see yourself in the market, in your business, in what you're doing, it's very, very important. And focusing on, I want to create instead of compete. When you are thinking in that way, look at Elon Musk, look at all big names out there. They're always thinking, what is some innovation we can bring to the market? What is something new or different that's not happening out there? And to be honest, I know some of my competitors, a lot of them I have no idea who are my competitors. And somebody can say that's good or bad. But for me, I will check what other people are doing. I prefer to take ideas and borrow from other industries. I talked about this in one of my episodes in the past. You should listen to it. So looking at other industries and looking at their systems, looking at their innovations, how you can adjust and implement, that's when you create something new in your own industry. So my focus is never competition. I don't believe there is a competition because we're all unique. And universe is, I like to call it universe. You can refer to it as you wish. It's unlimited. It's infinite. I don't think we can even grasp the idea of what that means. It really is unlimited. So I don't have to compete with anyone. I have to decide what I want. I have to decide how it's going to be and how would I like it to be. And sometimes I'm going to get it in that way and then learn, oh, there are different things I would like now. Sometimes it's going to come in different ways, but I know what I'm creating. I see the success I'm creating. I see the abundance I'm creating, the wealth I'm creating. And that's how it's happened. I'm focused on creating my own dreams, my own desires that I made into goals, right? So you start with a desire, with a fantasy, you made it into a goal, and then you take action to achieve that goal. And this is all where I am focused at. So stop competing. If you're feeling jealousy, don't beat yourself up, but just understand you are not connected. Every time you feel jealousy or negative emotion, you're disconnected from your source, from the universe. So you want to align yourself and get there and say, this is the things I want. There are plenty out of there. It's on my way, on their way. It's coming to me. And I'm going to take these actions because I think they're going to bring me these results. but results will probably come from other ways as well. So I'm going to relax myself into it. I'm going to take action. I'm enjoying the work I'm doing. I love the creation, love all of those things. And this is where you're going to see very, very big change and big shift, because once you start feeling differently, and once you start feeling that scarcity, that there is no enough in the market, that you're not getting what you want, when you start feeling better about it and changing your mindset, your whole business will transform. All right, so I hope this was helpful. It's not a very long episode. You guys know that I like to be straight to the point, but it's something that's so powerful. Please read the book Science of Getting Rich. It's one of the best books ever written. And think about it and start thinking, what is it I want to create? How would I like it to look and be? And then just go and implement it. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.